And I'm Michael Easley, owner of Twist and Mike's Food Truck and the Waffle Company by Twist and Mike's.
So how did you get started? Tell me a little bit of the background behind the companies.
We started the company back in 2015. We actually opened up September 19th at the Food Truck Festival here in Springfield. I had the idea after watching the Great American Food Truck Race on the Food Network. And actually in 2014, I was invited to be on part of that show, but I couldn't find enough people to go with me. So we got the idea that we'd really like to open a food truck here in Springfield. And I had tons of experience within the industry, so I thought, why not? It'd be fun. And it's easier to operate than a brick and mortar, so we want to try something new.
Yeah, tell me about your experience in food.
Food, I have a lot. I traveled the country for Auntie Anne's Pretzel Company, opening up stores. I was also a multi-unit general manager with that. After I left that company, I actually worked for a company called Consolidated Restaurant Operations as a general manager, and I worked for several years, actually 10 years, for them as being general manager of those stores.
Okay, so was the food truck completely new to you?
Yes.
That part?
Yes.
Yeah, so how's it been developing that?
It's been really good. It's a lot of fun. The food truck industry is a blast. I mean, it's a lot of hard work, but it really is a blast. You get to go places, meet people, talk to people. You get to see events. You get to be a part of those events. You get to feel the energy. There's a lot of excitement.
So you don't stay planted in this parking lot. You go out.
We do. We move a lot. We are here. It's the winter time, so we're here maybe 2-3 days a week now. By now, 4 times. An example is last September we were here 2 days. So we really move a lot to special events, whether it be fireworks shows, whether it be we're going to do music festivals some this year, but we also do a lot of businesses. There are a lot of businesses that don't have cafeterias here in the Springfield area, so we go and are mobile at each of those businesses, such as, and some of them do have cafeterias. We actually do like Cox Health, we do Mercy and some of those other larger businesses, but just because they want something different.
Do you see the food truck trend dying off or staying consistent?
Both. And what I mean by both is, I see the food truck industry dying if you expect someone just to come to your truck on a daily basis just to get food. I see the food truck industry expanding and getting larger as more events are being accomplished and as more businesses that don't have food service operations for their staff decide to use more and more food trucks. There's a lot of opportunity in those markets, but if I want to sit here every day, that's our trend is we're going to die. And that's one of the reasons that you see a lot of trucks that sit for a long period of time. They try to go to brick and mortar. Because eventually, it's like any business. You have your peaks, and then you have your valleys, and it kind of drops off. If you're mobile and you're constantly moving around, you can maintain a level and you can continue your growth patterns.
What is the secret to having a successful food truck?
Passion. You have to really enjoy what you do, and you have to be willing to put in the hours. Examples, there are people who want to be open from 10 to 2. And then be done with it. That's not the way it operates. I'll give you an example of one of my schedules. We were at Cox for lunch one day. We saw 200 people. We drive an hour and a half away to see another 150 people at another location. I come home, I do emails until 2 o'clock in the morning. You have to actually get out there and you have to work it. Whenever you have clients, you're constantly communicating with them. You have to be able to work. Food truck industry is like any restaurant. You cannot sit there and work part-time. If you work part-time, then you fail. You also have to listen to your customers, and we do. In fact, we just created what we call an advisory council for our truck, because we want to, even though we've been blessed and we've had a lot of high praises, we want to continue to improve our products. So we bring people in to actually have a taste test.
What is it about food trucks that make them such a big thing in Springfield and create such a following? 1
is quality, 2 is customer service, 3 the uniqueness. When you go to a food truck, it's about, even if you look on the health department, you know that we're all clean. We all have fun in what we do. And we all usually create a unique product. The trucks that are the most successful in town are something that you necessarily cannot get in a restaurant. And the cult is about the taste, the quality, and the experience. There's an experience to go into a food truck. You can have a lot of fun. I've told people the difference between a restaurant and brick and mortar is not only do we have great food, but people can sit there and they can wait in line for 45 minutes at a food truck. And we've had that happen. In fact, Food Truck Festival is a 2-hour wait in order from the back of the line in order to get to the front line. People wait because it's an experience. It's something that's different. And they know they're going to get a quality, hot, fresh product that's going to come out fast.
Great. Thanks for sharing your business with me.